Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I finally had a chance to play with Colourpop's Baroque palette, and first of all, this packaging is just so beautiful. I love this collection. Honestly, this collection came out after the Child palette, and I was a little bit upset at first because they were doing releases like left and right at that time, and I felt like I could have saved like a shipping fee or something like that if I knew that this collection was gonna release the very next day after the Child palette release, and I think that got a lot of people upset. But anyways, you can get this on Ulta. I don't know if this is still available at Ulta, but you can get this palette at Colourpop. I believe they're doing some sales right now. But in any case, I think this palette is very inspiring. I love the gunmetal blue gray tones that are within this palette. It definitely leans towards the cooler tone side. If you guys don't like cool tone eyeshadows, then this probably isn't for you, but this palette, to me, it's, like I mentioned, very inspiring. So let's just go over the process of my eye makeup look first, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on what I really think about this palette. So the first color that I had decided to use for my transition shade is the smoky gray tone kind of color here called BB. So this gray tone here has a little bit of blue hues in it, and it is a very nice color to use as a transition for the look that I have created today. You can pack on the color of this gray to make it look more defined, or diffuse it to a nice light pale smoky gray color and kind of have it as a transition in shade. So this is a perfect color for that. So that's essentially what I have on my transition color, and I think this color worked really nicely to kind of tie in the look together. So to deepen out that transition color a bit more, I decided to go in with this purplish grayish, I don't know, it's a very unique shade, and it is called Lounge. I see some purple hues in it. Now that's swatched really smoothly. This is also a really nice color to smoke out your eye makeup look, and I feel like you can diffuse this color or pack on this color to really define that shade. It is a very nice kind of like an eggplant grayish bluish shade. It's a very interesting color. So for my lid shade, I didn't know what to do, so I decided to go in with the two colors. The first one I placed down, it's this bluish sparkly glitter shade right here, which is called Secret. It has like so much sparkles in this one, like blue and yellow sparkles. It is a gorgeous shade. So this shade is like a light gray purple with a lot of glitter specks in it. It is a gorgeous shade, and I have that all over the lids first, and then on top of that gorgeous glitter purple shade, I decided to go in with this very beautiful dual chrome shade called RITZY. And oh my gosh, this color, it's super unique. this is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. It has a red and kind of gray, like silver shift, red and silver shift to it. It is such a unique color. I wish that Colourpop would incorporate more shades like this instead of their pressed glitters. I don't care for it. I much prefer shades, unique shades like RITZY. I think RITZY alone would make a beautiful lid color on its own, but of course I had to be extra, so I decided to play with both of them together, but you don't necessarily have to, and it's just gorgeous. So for my inner tear duct, I decided to go in with a shade called BOUGIE. I believe this is the only pale shade that's in this palette. I feel like this is how a cement kind of should look like. So this is a very interesting shade. To move on to my lower lash line and a little bit on the outer corner. So I decided to play with this shade called Grand, and I have that on the outer corner of my lower lash line and into my outer V just a tad bit. Has a lot of unique sparkles in it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. This shade is beautiful. And then for the center of my lower lash line, I decided to go in with this shade called Noble. The center shade right here. And Noble shade reminds me of a RITZY, that duochrome kind of effect. So they're kind of very similar in shade. This is RITZY and this is Noble. Very, very similar, these two shades. And then I want to be really extra, so I went back in with RITZY on top of the Noble shade, and it kind of helped tie in my whole entire makeup eye look together. So I really had fun playing with the Colourpop's Baroque palette. I don't know if I would reach for this palette often in my makeup collection. I do really think that some of these shades are very unique, like especially RITZY and Noble. I love these two duochrome shades, and I feel like they lean a little bit more towards warmer tones, even though this is a very cool tone palette. So I think that in retrospect, those colors are very unique to my makeup collection, and I appreciate Colourpop for arranging such unique colors in their 9-pan palettes releases. They are always so unique and gorgeous to look at. But I think that I don't know if I will reach for this palette often. I am glad to have it in my makeup collection regardless. I have so much fun using this palette. So if I will recommend this palette to you, if you are a makeup lover and you like experimenting with colors, and if grays and cool tone colors are your thing, then this palette might be for you. But if you are a beginner and you just like neutral eyeshadow palettes, I would not recommend this, because I know that you're probably not gonna reach for this palette for daily wear. I don't think. Maybe for RITZY and Noble, but even then it's just their duochrome shades. So I'm excited to try out the other two, and I'll tell you guys later which one will be like my ultimate favorite. But honestly, I really do like this palette. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.